G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode of U-Boat on board U-606. Today is the 28th of February, a nice beautiful crisp winter's night as we leave the port of Bergen, Norway. If you're new around here, don't forget to like and subscribe the video, and hopefully you enjoy the episode. So today's episode, we have orders to go and patrol sector AM3 and AN1, which is just around the top of Scotland here. And the mission report says that the HMS Nelson was recently seen in this area. So hopefully we'll get ourselves a good opportunity to take her down. If not, I think what we'll do is patrol the area just like usual. Hopefully we'll pick up a convoy or two. It is 1944 though, so I do expect a fair bit more resistance than usual. And if we're unsuccessful in the patrol zone, then we'll just come down here off the west coast of Ireland and down towards the Atlantic a little bit, where we know there's some good shipping lanes down here. And if we're feeling brave, maybe we'll come back through the English Channel here. Well, we've just entered our patrol sector, so we'll get our guy on the radio here just to send that off to the BDU just before we decide to get him on the hydrophone and start doing some checks for any convoys or anything that might be in the area. Probably not so much convoys, I don't see this as a major shipping route, but I do expect to find ourselves a few enemy warships in this area, especially if it says that the Nelson is last spotted around here. So we'll get on the hydrophone, and I think the plan will be to just sort of come between these two islands with our hydrophone checks, and we'll just hopefully come across something while we do that. Well, we're not too far inside the patrol sector, and we've already got a message from the BDU. I'll be delighted to see if that's going to give us some intel about maybe where the Nelson could be. But we'll get our second lead officer here to jump on the radio, and he can be the one to figure out what the BDU are saying, while the other guys on the hydrophone still doing our checks. So let's just speed that up, let's have a look. Oh no, nothing spectacular, just a lost U-boat somewhere in the area. Let's take a look at the map and see where that is. Get this guy back on that navigation quickly. We got a lost U-boat right near the port. It's a pretty sorry place to be lost behind, I'm afraid. We're getting pretty close to our friendly U-boat here, so we'll just get our other guy to take over the hydrophone while the main radio operator has a rest. And we'll close in a bit more. Now we have a contact here, a ship contact. And there it is, it's the Nelson, and she's all by herself. How strange is that? Unescorted Nelson, but the weather is on her side. We are not going to be able to get close enough to see her through the periscope. And I don't know if we're going to have enough ocean between us and wherever she's heading to wait for the weather to clear up, but we will try. We'll just plot her course, get her angle of direction here, and we shall try and shadow her for as long as we can. Hopefully the weather will clear up, and hopefully we'll be able to get a few shots away and put her down to the bottom of the ocean. That would be a great addition to the episode. Well, we're giving chase to the Nelson here, but she is absolutely gunning it forward, and she's headed right for the port. Look, we are. She spotted us or something? Picked us up on her radars, maybe? She's got the alarms going, but this fog's ridiculous. You can't. I wouldn't even be able to get a torpedo away. I'd have to park right next to her to see her, and I need at least 500 meters to load and get torpedoes to actually go and blow up on her. But just in case she's going to turn around towards us, I think we'll slow the boat down. Doesn't appear to be. So we're back to full speed, and we'll chase her down as far as we can. Hopefully this fog will disappear pretty soon, or hopefully we can at least stick with her. Well, we'll have a look through the periscope, because she's within range of a torpedo, but this fog's just hideous. We can't see anything. So I think we might just give up on chasing the Nelson for now. We'll go back to that U-boat, and maybe we'll try and hunt the Nelson again soon. Yeah, so we'll break contact here with this Nelson. It's just not going to go anywhere right now. And we've got this other little mission of the torpedo, the other U-boat to worry about. So hopefully the Nelson's just going to go into the port and take a break. Looks like she's heading right for land though, but we'll go deal with this. We'll wait for the weather to clear up. Maybe we'll go into the port and see if she's parked up or see what's in there. Well, we're here at the friendly U-boat. We'll just get our second officer here to get on the radio to say that we've spotted a warship. We'll get the credit that we deserve for that, hopefully. And we'll get him to send that away, and then we'll think about sending a team across to have a look at this friendly U-boat. So they sustained heavy damage, and it's not clear why. We know what happens here. We send a team across. Probably tells us that they've all got poisoning of some sort. So we'll send him with 2 sailors just to speed up the process. And I think we're just going to have to sink this. So yeah, go and investigate the ship for me, please. Yeah, so a little bit unfortunate with our encounter with the Nelson. I would love to take the Nelson down in this campaign. I've never actually seen it before in the game at all. And the one time I do see it, the weather's absolutely dog. So here we go. Just the usual message here. Accept that, get a guy on the gun, put it down, and we can start getting back onto our patrol. So I'll get the captain on the deck gun as usual. Speed up time there. It takes ages to move. And normally 1 shot is enough, so 1 shot on the ship. Should hopefully, yep, that's enough. She's going down. Good mission taken care of there. Hopefully the BDU come back with a bit more help. Maybe find a convoy for us to go and take down. In the meantime, I think we'll maybe head back towards the port just to see if we can spot the Nelson again. It's a little bit of a dangerous place to be going, but we should be fine. We encountered a little bit of a little speedboat patrol, 4 or 5 boats on the eastern side, so I've come around the top of these islands, try and come at it from the west and get our hydrophone out, and maybe we'll pick up the Nelson outside of these little islands. Don't know if she went all the way through or if she went into the port, so we'll come around. Hopefully there's no big patrols in here, but we'll get as close as we can. We've got our guy on the hydrophone as well, just to secure the passage. It says there's port defences here, I don't know what they are, and we've also got an aircraft here to deal with now. So let's try and get a look at him. He might be able to help us out actually, he might give us an aerial advantage if we click on him here, use the camera. Got an aerial view. First of all, let's see if I can see myself, just so we don't get spotted by him. Can't see any ships in the area. I don't know how far the sight would actually be if there was ships in the area. Well, it looks like the coast is clear. As long as he doesn't spot us, we should be just fine. Make a good entry into the port here. Just making our way into the harbour here. We've got ourselves a little fast craft thing. Not too much of a concern as long as we stay away from it. Not too sure if they carry depth charges on them though. I don't know if they have guns or depth charges. And here we got another contact, parked boat. Is it going to be the Nelson? Okay, we've got a few parked boats. This doesn't look, oh my god, this doesn't look good at all. Let's just have a quick look to see what we're dealing with. They're all pretty fast moving ships so far. Nothing big at the moment. There we go, we've got a destroyer here. I think it's time to turn our tail and try and get out of here. I think it might be for the best if we get our guy the one of our engineers to chuck out a decoy, just so we can make sure that we can get out of here. Should really be rigged for blue lighting here as well. So far so good. I don't know how they picked us up, probably on the sonar. But we got one chasing us. This doesn't look too good for us right now. And they're all coming our way. Hopefully that decoy is going to do a good job for us while we try and make our escape out of here. Definitely don't have enough torpedoes to deal with all of them, so let's have a little look around. If we can find the Nelson, it might be worth us coming back soon if they all change their alarm state, but doesn't look like it at the moment. Jeez, how many bloody destroyers do they need? How many destroyers do they actually have in the fleet? I've taken down quite a lot throughout the campaign so far, but I don't know if it actually takes it away from what they would have. If anybody does know that, leave a comment down below, because I've taken out heaps of their destroyers in fleets already, and they got like 20 of them parked up here. What have they been up to? Well, looks like we're going to be okay, so I'm going to totally leave this area alone right now. We'll head off back on patrol. Well, got away pretty easily out of that port there. Come around the top, and it looks like there's another patrol just to our north here, so we'll sail west and stay away from that. We don't want to take no part in that. We haven't found any freighters yet. They're our main priority. Once we've dealt with some freighters, we can always come back and maybe deal with anything like this, but at this stage we want to get our tonnage up, and then we can think about taking out destroyers and other little light craft. There's been no sign of the Nelson in this area just yet, but we have picked up what looks to be quite a decent convoy here, and hopefully they're heading up to the north, and it looks like they are. That's cool. So we'll plot intercept. We've got a small group behind. I think I'm more interested in the large convoy. I'm going to make up for my dire efforts on the previous episode where we missed the majority of the torpedoes, and hopefully we can take some names right here, right now. Well, we have hydrophone contact here of the convoy, so we can have a look. And straight away, nice big Liberty. Definitely going to want to take care of that. And we've got a destroyer pretty much dead ahead in front of us right here, so I think we'll rig for blue. And maybe we'll slow down the boat, turn the gyro compass off. We don't want to get spotted by him too soon. We'll get some eyes on something if we can. Maybe get a couple of torpedoes away. Definitely want to try and take care of this lead destroyer though. And once he's out of the way, that'll give us an opportunity to close in, take care of something else. Captain quite can't have a look at it just yet for his periscope. I think the weather's not too good again. Don't know how close we're going to have to get to actually be able to see it. So might be a case of shadowing the convoy just until the weather improves. But we know they're not going into the port like the Nelson was, so shouldn't be too bad. We can just follow it for a little while and pick them up again a little bit later. Let's just have a look, see what else we've got to deal with here. Not really concerned with those little corvettes. They are a pain, but I'm not going to waste torpedoes on them. We only want to use torpedoes on destroyers and big cargo ships. So yeah, they've got a couple of pretty decent sized destroyers with them. We'll just let them pass. What's this black thing here? It's a friendly sub. I don't want to get the mission to come and save you, so be careful. We are going to proceed and follow the convoy. Looks like they're under an alarm state. They've probably spotted that other U-boat. Well, that other U-boat's caused a good distraction for us. It's managed to lure what looks to be the warships away from the convoy. So that gives us a good opportunity to try and get the sneak on something in the convoy and take something down. But we've got no torpedoes warmed up at the moment, so that's priority number one. And then we'll just lay in wait wait for the convoy to come towards us and we'll pick out the best target. Hopefully we can start doing a bit of damage now, and those warships don't come back too soon, I hope. Now we're almost at the rendezvous with some of these guys, so we've got an NA1 leading the way. That's just a job for the old deck gun there. So we'll slow the boat down as we make our approach. Give us a bit of a better hydrophone range. Just see what else we've got. We've got an Empire. That's easy pickings for us as well. Another NA1. Yeah, we want something a bit more substantial than that though. These are all, so far we could just do this with the deck gun, save ourselves the torpedoes. We'll stop the boat here. Looks like we're in a good range right now. Gives us a bit of a eyesight on something else. So there's another Empire. Again, it's all deck gun material right now. Now while we wait for them to get closer, we'll just get the angle of direction. So it goes 62 degrees. That's perfect. And we'll get him onto the periscope here. Start coming up with some solutions for something. Maybe take a reading of the speed from the lead ship if we can. Let's just have a look at what we're dealing with. The weather's perfect for it. So we've got the lead NA1. We'll use this as a guide. It'll give us the speed of the convoy. And we'll see how far away she is as well. Do a full solution. I probably won't use a torpedo for it. It'd just be ridiculous. But she'll be a good thing to take all the information that we need from. So we'll just recognize her so that we can take a reading for the speed. I don't really think we're going to need to use torpedoes on NA1s, or maybe on an Empire or two, but there's just NA1s. They only take about 5 shots with the deck gun to put down, and they're unarmed, so why waste it? So the front of the nose, start the clock there. And back of the boat through the crosshair, stop the clock, 7 knots. So we've got the solution for that. We're not going to use it for that one though. We are going to see what else is in the convoy that we can take. And so we've got an Empire here. We'll chuck the solution into the computer for her, just in case all things go wrong. We might end up firing at that. But really the big target that we want is that Liberty cargo ship that's in here. So we just recognize her, Empire Bell by the looks of things. Distance, she looks pretty far away, a little bit too far I would say. Yeah, 7 k's away, that's way too far for a torpedo. Got an Empire Bell, maybe, right in front of us. Yeah, Empire Bell, 7 knots, 62 degrees, and we'll just grab her distance. She looks like the primo target for a torpedo right now. Just line that up, set that well within range. You may as well take tube number 1. We'll get that flooded and then we'll shadow the convoy until they calm down and see if we can pick something else out after this. Good solid hit for the torpedo there. Big flames but no fire on the ship as of yet. Looks like the front end's already going down. Oh, looks like the whole ship's going down. Nice. Yeah, we've shadowed the convoy for a bit now, and now looks like a good opportunity for us to strike once more. Looks like they've all calmed down again. So here she is, the Liberty cargo ship that we want. And then everything else in here is just easy pickings. So a nice quick solution for her. Hopefully we don't miss. We're 1 for 1 at the moment. I'd like to keep it that way. So just want to double check her speed though, make sure they've all calmed down from that last attack. Not too sure about it at the moment. And the back of the boat comes through and we stop the clock and 7 knots is perfect. I thought I'd given them enough time to calm down. It doesn't look like there's anything else for us to be dealing with. There's an Empire there. We could probably do an attack for that. Worst case scenario, if she's not too far away, let's just have a look. It's pretty far, so I think we'll just roll with the attack on the Liberty, and I think the rest of these guys might just be a surface up and use the deck gun. Let's see what else we're dealing with. There's an NA1. It's a waste of a torpedo. Hoping to take big names in this episode, so I don't want to be wasting any torpedoes. But I would say Liberty is hopefully going down right about now. Tube 1, Tube 2. Let's get them flooded. Let's get them in the water. And let's take a name.
Los!
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
That's 2 solid hits on the Liberty there. Got a nice big fire on board as well. So that's 3 from 3 in this episode. 100% strike rate. Pretty happy with that so far. We'll just get a damage report. She's not looking too good. Yeah, she's just got to take on the water now. So it's just going to be a case of sitting here and watching her sink. And then we can surface the boat up and start using the deck gun to take down some of these smaller ships that are with her. Well, we're in a fairly decent position, good enough anyway. We've got ahead of the convoy, now we've got to wait for them to catch up, so I think I might as well work out a torpedo solution for one of these Empires that are in here. Give us one less ship that we have to use the deck gun for. So let's get a solution going on this boat here. Oh yep, we have to do the old unlock and lock back on. Start over. So it's an Empire Bell. They've had plenty of time to reduce their speed from the alarm state they would have been in previously. And now it's just going to be get the distance. 4.7. We're at a pretty bad shooting angle right now though. So I think I might back up the boat and just wait for them to come a bit more of a 90-degree angle for us. Make things a little bit easier. Yeah, so we've got a good shooting angle now. So pretty much just need to reset the distance, and should be good to go. We've got torpedoes warmed up, so one should be enough, I hope, for this one. Tube 1, get it flooded. And Tube 1 can fire.
Los!
That's another good torpedo there. 4 from 4 now. Don't know what happened to me in the previous episode, but get a damage report. If that fire spreads, hopefully the damage will go down some more. Come on, fire. Grow. Yeah, might be a case of just letting her burn for a minute. Hopefully that'll do some more damage, but how can one Empire Bell go down from a single torpedo previously in this one? Looks like the fire's under control already. So I don't think she's going to go down from the torpedo, but easy enough to finish off with the deck gun. It would appear there's been a destroyer in front of these guys the whole time, so let's suss out what we're going to do about that. So my plan to surface the boat has been interrupted by this destroyer here, so we're going to have to take care of that before we go ahead and finish the rest of those boats off with the deck gun. Now the horrible task of trying to recognize what this is exactly. So many different types of destroyers, I can never be sure which one is which. That kind of looks like it there though. One turret, one funnel. We'll roll with that. So we'll say that's a Sims class on the same course. Excuse me. And we'll get the distance, top of the mast. Pretty calm waters. It's pretty easy to work out the solution. I do just want to make sure of the speed. Nah, forget it. I'm just going to put 7 knots. It's fairly standard for a convoy. Yep, tube 1 and tube 2. Hopefully 2 torpedoes will be enough to take her down. So tubes 2 both flooded and fire.
Los! 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Nice hit with torpedo number 1. Just hopefully wait to see if torpedo number 2 should have struck by now. Doesn't look like it's going to. Nice big fire on board though, so we'll get a damage report. Oh yeah, she's done for. So how can I not sink an Empire with a torpedo, but I can sink a destroyer with a single torpedo? This doesn't make any sense. So I don't know if tube number 2 was a dud, or maybe it was tube number 1. I don't know which one it was that hit, but this destroyer is done for. She's on her way down, and we'll move back up towards those other ships and finish those off. Well, here's our first target. I think this might be the ship that I hit with a torpedo earlier, which didn't sink because she's already sitting quite low in the water, considering I haven't really done any damage. And there we go, she's got a fire on board already, so this one should be done and dusted quite quickly, hopefully. And then we'll be off chasing down those ones, and I think there might be another Empire in this small group of ships here. Just want to get that health bar up so I can see if I'm actually doing any damage, or if that fire is going to do it for me. But hopefully a couple more shots and she should be on her way down.
Schneller, schneller! Sie sinken.
Here we go then. Got 4 ships here to take care of. I'm not going to torpedo any of them. I'm just going to use the deck gun just to save on some torpedoes. I want to try and hopefully find that Nelson again on the way back, but looks like we've got a couple of NA1s and a couple of Empires. Try and make quick work of this. So we'll close the gap. Don't want to be shooting from too far away. Like to keep it within a kilometer or less if I can. Just makes shooting it a lot easier, especially when it's choppy out. But I think that's pretty good. Start working away. Looks like an NA1 over here. Shoot a few rounds off of that, see if we can do a little bit of damage. And then we're just going to have to chase them down as we go. Looks like we're getting some hits on it. Not too bad with accuracy on this gun. Yeah, she's looking in pretty bad shape now. Oh, there we go, final shot. She just needs to take on some water now. Hopefully it's going to be enough, so we'll pop a few shots off it. Is this another NA1? It looks like it is. Start working away at that one. We'll close the distance very soon. Just wait for that other one hopefully to go down. She might need another 1 or 2 shots for a bit of encouragement though. It's 2 down, 3 to go. This NA1 up here is not looking too good either. About half of her health has gone already. A couple more shots hopefully will do it. That one's almost done it. She's just got to take on some water. Couple more rounds I think to put into her. She isn't going to go down just yet, unfortunately. A couple more and then we'll be on our way. Probably chase down that one that's just behind it in the distance there. Hopefully she won't take too many more shots. There you go, she's sinking. She's gone. Alright, let's work our way up to the next one. 2 more to go. Making fairly decent work of them so far, considering the distance and how much we're bouncing around out here. Just got to line that shot up to the water line. Missed that one there. Bigging myself up. Just
Fire on deck.
Here we go, fire on board. Okay, 1 or 2 more holes in the front. Hopefully it's going to be enough to put her down. Last ship of this particular group, just a little NA1, nothing too special to deal with here. Just got to keep aiming at that water line. It's pretty close to us too, so it's not too hard. Hopefully I'm guessing. Now that I've said that, I think I might switch up the ammunition here though. Normally always use armor piercing, and I've always got heavy explosive or high explosive on the ship. Really use it though. May as well. I don't know if it does more damage, but I've got more chance of starting a fire if anything. Just got to keep aiming at the water line though, put the holes into her so she takes on some water. Hopefully not too many more shots. NA1s, they're not that tough really. Ship is sinking, good. Kind of looks like I blew the front end off it there. Not too sure about. We're not going to catch it. Oh well, it's not too bad. We've got a few ships down. Good hits with some torpedoes as well so far. Just tidy up the map a bit and we'll be on our way. Get back down to Periscope. Start searching for some more convoys, or hopefully, if all things go well, the Nelson. I've been cruising around with the old hydrophone going here for a little while, just clocking up the last few kilometers of our patrol. I haven't come across the Nelson again yet, so I think what we're going to do is just get these last few Ks down, and then I think we might go and take a look back at the port that we went into before, just to see if anything's changed there maybe. Has been a few days since we went in there and had a look for the Nelson, so we'll swing around, go back in there and see what's happening inside there. We're just getting our sneak on, coming in here nice and slow, nice and quiet. Hopefully not going to encounter any problems in here. Here we go, got some contact, got some parked up boats by the looks of things. We'll just stop here and oh, I can't pick up any more ships than that at the moment. Just have a quick look. A nice big destroyer. Not going to attack anything in here yet. Last time we came in here there was about 20 big boats. So I don't really want to have to go panic stations if we do put a torpedo out. Maybe on the way out we might see if we can get one off and just make an escape. But we want to come back to the port itself, see if the Nelson might be in here parked up somewhere. We got an aircraft coming in overhead just while we make our approach towards the dock itself, so might be a useful little vantage point for us to maybe get a look, see if there's any ships that we can see. Can't really see much way of ships. We did see one. Can't see my submarine either. There's an enemy ship, but I think it's just one of the corvettes. Nothing to be concerned about. What we're really using this for is to see if we can see the Nelson, but we can't, so we'll go and have a look at the dock and see if there's something there.
11 Uhr.
We're just approaching the dock here with something in sight. Is it going to be the Nelson? No, it's not. The Nelson is a slippery little mistress. I've been trying to find her for the whole episode. I've only seen her for the first time in the whole time I played U-boat today, so we're going to have to turn tail and maybe try and get back out of this port alive before these destroyers come hunting us. It seems like we've been detected somehow, probably from sonar or maybe making some noise. Yeah, we got another enemy aircraft coming in here. So I don't think they can spot me from up here, seeing as we're up under the water, but again, it's a good opportunity for me to get a bird's eye view and see what's actually happening down there, but can't really see much. So that's not really much use to me. It's probably better for me to use the map like this. But we're trying to turn tail and get out of the mouth of the harbour here. We're going to try and get back to safety, and I think we'll maybe head out back over to the east coast and maybe pick up a ship or two along the way if we can. And made it to safety, so we're going to keep heading out to the east here. Going to get on the radio, shoot off all of our messages, and not going to bother going back out to sea to try and find a convoy. We're just going to return to the port. Just been playing for a couple of hours now and haven't found what we were looking for, being the Nelson. Definitely going to keep my eyes open to see if there's another mission where the Nelson is mentioned in it. So definitely want to try and sink that before the end of the campaign. We've sunk plenty of other destroyers, but the Nelson's a real prize. So we'll have a look at our little rewards here. Nothing major. Didn't really sink a whole lot in this episode either. Apologies there, I skipped straight past the mission debriefing, so if you want to have a look at it, I think you can probably pause the screen, hopefully, if you can. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next episode.